Junction Oval. It's a little bit of a windswept Junction Oval at the moment, but a beautiful Melbourne. It's Brett Phillips here, Peter Mercado alongside me, and delighted to be here. This is a great old stomping ground as I welcome you, Peter, of the mighty St Kilda Footy Club, the mighty Fitzroy Footy Club going back in the 80s, and here we are for Reclink Grand Final Day 2009.
Very good to be here. Beautiful day as well. Nice and sunny. And people starting to file in as well. We've got the school kids here. And the Western Storm about to run through their banner.
Have a look at that banner. That is first class, that banner. Bang! Just ripped through it.
Just demolished it.
Now, it is a fantastic day. I think we've got 3 or 4 grand finals here, so if you're near the vicinity, pop down to the Junction Oval. There's something to eat, something to drink, and plenty of great footy to keep you entertained. We've got the first match, Peter, the Western Storm taking on the CIC All-Stars. I hope we've got that right, but that's what we believe we've got in front of us here. Now, take us through some of the Western Storm players, please, because we need to get familiar as well. It's a big day.
We are just operating on a first-name basis. First-name basis with all of these teams this afternoon or this morning. We've got names like Jimbo, Darren Kay, Byron, Gary.
Big Gaz.
Joffa's here as well.
Joffa.
Somewhere on the list, somewhere. Sean.
I can actually see Joffa, I reckon. He's out there. He might just be prepared to run through a couple.
So plenty of good names.
And we've got from the CIC All-Stars, the Doc wearing number 1. Big Adam wearing number 2. Daniel Newton wearing number 3. Izzy. We've got Susie Rainbow. I'll tell you what, some very, very big names here. Dave, Lee, Brad, Robin. We've got also Daniel Caveman, Cherie, Joffa, Berger as well wearing number 30 for the CIC All-Stars. So it's certainly a big day for both these teams, Peter. Now, Reclink, it's a fantastic organisation, and they've got a clear mission. I know Peter Cullen's running around here somewhere. He leads a great crew who put together a couple of grand final days a year. Our mission, respond, rebuild and reconnect, and that has been the motto of Reclink for quite some time.
Yeah, absolutely. Started in 1989. Kick to Kick is a street outreach program to where we are today. Magnificent, and they're playing all over Australia.
They are.
Northern Territory,
Absolutely.
WA, Tasmania.
Yep. And?
That's it.
That's it. I think we've covered just about every part of Australia. Of course, the great Alice Springs up there in the Northern Territory as well. Some great teams up there. I know they do play some grand finals up in the Alice every year. So we'll have some big names wandering through on grand final day down here at the Junction Oval. Normally we've seen Alan Jeans in the past and Stan Ells coming in to rev the boys up, and Tommy Hafey and the like. Now, we just need someone to confirm for us, because we are very fresh here calling these two teams. We've got some ardent supporters who are around the ground of which two teams. We've got the Bulldogs colours. If someone can confirm who's the Western Storm, imagine they're the Western Storm. Would I be right in saying that?
Sounds about right.
The Bulldogs colours and the CIC All-Stars, of course, wearing a tinge of, what is it, orange and black. Peter Mercado's going to get us underway. And I'll tell you what, I've just forgotten how big the wings are here at the Junction Oval, Pete. So
they are
like calling the outer side. Here we go. Reclink Grand Final Day. It's the Western Storm and the CIC All-Stars.
Sharing team sheets too. This will be interesting. We're away. Ball in the centre.
They've got black numbers on the back.
23 players. 23 players just assembling in the middle. And it'll be a free kick going the Western Storm's way. The black numbers don't make it easy. Fair to say.
Oh, beautiful interception.
Jason O there with the interception. Ball still in the middle. Just very hard to break free at the moment. About 10 players around this ball. It's not going anywhere. And Ping holding the ball. So it'll be a free kick. Going to the All-Stars.
Yes. Right on half-back, the All-Stars. Nice hands there to Big Berger, who couldn't take it cleanly. He's spilled it on this occasion. Coming through hard there is Daniel Newton on hands and knees. He might get a free kick here at half-back for the CIC All-Stars, Pete.
Now, the other thing we've got to contend with is there's this big pole right in the middle.
Well, if you can shift your box slightly left, you'll be okay.
So the ball's on the outer side. Again, very hard to break free.
Yes.
This is Storm now in control, in possession.
And welcome to Philippo.
Moving up towards half forward. Fire calls play on. Now an opportunity. Western Storm going inside 50.
Oh, the wind.
Long kick. Might travel with the wind. Rolling all the way. And 3 for a goal. So the first goal on the board for the Storm, 1 straight 6. The All-Stars yet to score.
Yes, nice work there, and clearly a nice breeze going to the right of screen, if you can picture where we are now. This whole grandstand, I think this might be the, is it the Blackie Ironmonger grandstand? Famous grandstand here at the Junction Oval. It used to be named that. It has changed a lot since the 80s when the Royals were here, and the St Kilda Footy Club vacated here in 1965, I think it was, prior to heading to Moorabbin. So very nice start. And our scoreboard working beautifully, just getting that into gear up there, the Storm. If we could get them on the board.
They are, 1 straight 6.
All right, back in the middle. And very hard to tell with those black numbers on the back, so we'll do our very best, folks, to identify a couple of players, and they can just drift out to this side. Very nice. As the CIC All-Stars go forward, Doc was coming through hard there, trying to lay the tackle, bursting through. Very nicely done. Wearing the number 11 there for the Western Storm. That was Jason O. A lot of Jasons in the Western Storm outfit this afternoon, and it's the Doc who's marked and cleared it out to halfback, Peter. Take it away.
I'll give you the team sheet. Thank you very much. There's Daniel Newton on centre wing, bridging up plenty of Western players around this ball. And a good contest. The umpire will come in, throw it up. I think a record amount of Jasons in one team.
It is. I'll tell you what, we couldn't fit any more Jasons in.
Ball thrown up. Very well. The touchdown. It's the Stormers' ball. Oh, kick up to centre wing. Towards the boundary line. Now, one-on-one contest here.
I think it's Berger.
It is Berger.
Might be the Berger.
Takes a couple of bounces, takes a couple on. Good handball over. Daniel Newton in the middle of the ground.
He's coughed it up.
Has been coughed up, so a turnover. Another opportunity now for the Western Storm. The ball's kicked across the ground. Now got plenty of numbers here, the Storm. Paddling towards the boundary line. Oh, very nice pick up here. 25 metres out, shot on goal, into the goal square. 2 on 2, ball tapped over the back.
Still alive.
Heading towards the goal line, deciding to keep it in the All-Stars. And sharing it around nicely.
I think the boundary line might win out there, although I think it's gone over for a behind. So we just need to double check that scoreboard. I think it's the Storm now, 117. The CIC All-Stars yet to open their account in this first quarter of the first grand final day here at the Junction Oval for 2009. As they go out into the back pocket, it's a long kick. Any chance the players can drift it over to this side of the ground would be very much appreciated. As the Storm are going to go long inside 50. Oh, a couple of blokes there nearly taking the mark on a guy in the goal square. They can just get the handball over off the ground, and it goes through out of bounds. Over boundary throw in right in the forward pocket.
Novel approach by Brett Phillips this morning, just operating without team sheets. Beautifully done.
Well, it's the black numbers. Peter, my eyesight, I think, is half decent, but really getting challenged today. Is that Strawny? Who is that? 26, that's Cherie. Nicely done, Cherie. Kicks it towards half-back, coming through there for the CIC All-Stars. Heath couldn't take it cleanly. Another chance here for the Storm. A shot on goal coming up. Kicked it left. It's gone out of bounds on the ball, so they're peppering the goals at the moment. The Western Storm, 117. The CIC All-Stars yet to score in the first of our grand finals here at the Junction Oval. And Peter Mercado, take it away on the outer wing.
Well, the ball's moved quickly. We're at defensive 50 here for the All-Stars. Long kick up to centre wing. Big pack of players. Another great mark. The Western Storm. Don't think the All-Stars have managed to ease it inside 50 at all this stage.
Need a lift. Is that I think John's running down there for it.
Yeah, they're just a bit cold down there. The CIC forwards. It's a long kick again going inside 50 for the Force. Get another good defensive mark.
Here we go. Long to Joffa Cherie.
Kick into the middle of the ground. Again, plenty of Western Force players around the ball in the contest, but a free kick's been picked out.
Oh, here we go. I'd go with the torp here.
Now, good opportunity.
Just get on the barrel.
Into quite a stiff breeze. be fair to say.
Oh, Cherie, she's picking up some stats.
Doing well. Kick up and under. Over the back. Doc couldn't take the mark. Jimbo there as well. Now the All-Stars. An opportunity. Gang tackled there, the All-Stars player. Over the top. Some force. They're going in tough and hard as they would be in the grand final. Jason Owen there for the Western Force. As they come up with possession. Up to half forward. Another one-on-one contest. Who'll win out here? Rainbow picking it up. Nicely done to Shane. It's great work operating with first names. Makes it rather easy.
Very personal.
Shane again with the... Takes the ball. At a half back. Cherie's got a bit of work to do. Gets a free kick for a hold.
Fair enough. On the Continental Tire stat sheet, she's racked up 10 stats already, Cherie. She's on fire.
So now the All-Stars have an opportunity. Centre wing. Oh, that's a terrible kick, though. Again, the Western Force.
Nice mark, though.
Plenty of numbers. That was Salim taking the mark. Ends up over the boundary line. Jason W. seeing that over.
Joffa, can you see us? Just get it to Joffa in the goal square. He's one out. Get it down to the big Joffa. Ball thrown back in here. Chance for the Storm to go forward as they kick it towards half forward. Around the body there with a kick. Goes into the direction there of Sean, who kicks it inside 50. There's a couple 2-on-2 situation here. If the Storm can pick it up, they might be away, but desperate defending by the CIC All-Stars. They try and break out of the tackle, and they kick it out to that far side. And it looks like number 21 there. No, it might be Richie, in fact. We'll give it to Richie. As it comes back into the middle, the Storm still with some numbers. Here we go, long shot of goal with a breeze behind. It's on its way, but it goes into the goal square. And the CIC All-Stars can clear out to Rainbow, who's also been busy in this opening term. Cherie's over the top here. She might take a safe chest mark, coming up for her 27th touch already. Having a field day out there. Salim coming through hard for the Western Storm. Tight contest on centre wing here. Plenty of numbers. Here comes Joffa. Just making his imprint. Well, I think he's given away the free kick, Joff. No, it might go it's going to go to the Western Storm way. How about Joffa just running Mark Jackson style?
Just inserted himself into the game beautifully there. Jason W. with the kick for the Western Force. They've had all the play in this first quarter.
Western Storm, my friend.
1-1, sorry. Western Storm.
Super 14.
Getting all Super 14 on you. 1-1-7 to the All-Stars yet to score. And now an opportunity for the All-Stars. The only problem is there's no one inside 50. So the Storm able to take it away. Ball on centre wing. Another 2-on-2 contest. The ball just paddled towards the boundary line. On this outer side, kept in. Up to attacking 50 now for the All-Stars. Diving all over each other.
Joffa's
Heath with the ball. Again towards the boundary line to be thrown in.
Joffa's got no opponent at the moment, Pete, so if they can just get a long barrel down to the goal square, he might be half a chance here.
A little tricky in this breeze.
Very tricky to see that side of the crowd.
Ball tapped again towards the boundary line. Go over. No, kept in. Nicely done by the Storm up to centre wing. The players just weren't sure whether the ball was coming to them or not. Daniel Newton wanted to paddle the ball in front of him. Pushing again towards the line. Stay in. No, thrown in. Not a bad crowd, plenty of marquees to the left of us, Brett.
Yes, just trying to get a little waft of one of them. If there's a sausage going, feel free to bring it up here. Haven't had breakfast at this stage. As the CIC All-Stars defending staunchly here. Coming out of the back pocket, looks like Rainbow, I think, who's got another clearing kick, but it's going to come back to him. Put himself in a little bit of trouble. He's going to come across goal. It might be dangerous. Carries with the breeze. Berger's after it. Gets a nice bounce too. He's got Cherie over the top. And also on centre wing, taking the mark there is Lee Wakefield, who can play on immediately. Oh, nice smother. But it goes back to him. Maybe it was deliberately done, just to get a bit of toe. Kicks it towards half forward. Here's Joffa. If he can just bend down and pick it up. Come on, Joff.
Don't get the free kick here too, if you don't mind.
He's got one over the shoulder. He is kicking into a very stiff breeze at that end. So he's going to go short. Looking there for Richie. Couldn't take it. Still at half forward for the CIC All-Stars. Another chance for Joffa. He can slam it onto the right boot and kick it inside 50. And the mark's been taken.
Is it play on though?
Oh, it might be 50 here up. That's going to go the way of Richie, He's going to look to play. He's trying something here. In fact, he's just run right around the mark. Goes in short to Joffa. Couldn't quite find him. Stalemate developing here. We might have a ball up inside the forward line for the CIC All-Stars. They haven't scored. There's quarter time. It is the Western Storm 1-1-7 leading the CIC All-Stars. No score here at the Junction Oval, Pete.
Very exciting first quarter action as the crowd starts to build up here at the Junction Oval. Part of Reclink Grand Final Day for 2009. Plenty of great action throughout this morning and this afternoon.
Yes. You might want to take us through some of the games in just a moment that are coming up. I'll mention the proud partners of today's proceedings, the Australian Government, of course the Department of Health and Ageing, which you're doing rapidly. Go for Your Life, Victoria, the place to be. The IOOF Foundation, also a great supporter of Reclink Grand Final Day, and Vic Health, all important of course, and once again great supporters of Reclink. Sport and recreation, powerful links that unite all Australians. At Reclink we strive to connect those who are experiencing disadvantage to the positive benefits of sport, recreation, culture and the arts and all it can provide, and that's why we're here today, and also next week for Grand Final week as well, which I'll just clarify those details with Peter Cullen very, very shortly.
Maybe we were able to get Peter Cullen up and about here just to talk about him.
He's the main man, Peter Cullen, who runs Reclink. We might try and get him on the microphone, or we can have a chat to Pete. Nice to see you, Peter. And we'll just give you a microphone there so you can talk to the folk. Pete, you couldn't pick a better day for football.
It's going to be absolutely fantastic, and the day should only get better and better and warmer and warmer, and you can feel the atmosphere here today, and it's just going to generate more and more throughout the day. And good to see Joffrey. Alan Jeans has arrived. We've got Tommy Hafey and Jim Steins, who spoke to both teams, and it was very inspirational, and I believe that Joffa might be offering something a little bit different at half-time as a motivational opportunity for his team.
Well, I tell you what, Joffa, if they can just get the ball long inside 50, Pete, he's got plenty of room down there, and he's already come through and made his imprint at a little contest here. How about Cherie, though? We've been doing our stats. I think she's had about 49 touches in the first quarter.
Certainly is the little marvel, Cherie. She's great to watch and always exciting. You always feel like something's going to happen when she goes near the ball.
Now, Peter, can I ask you, the Western Storm side, is this a record amount of Jasons in any one team? We've been searching. We've got about 7. 1, 2, 3, 4,
big Jason.
5 Jasons in one team.
Yeah, all right, maybe at half-time we need to get 5 nicknames to overcome the problem.
Now, tell us the other games coming up today. We'll just set the scene of what's on the calendar.
Yeah, who have we got coming up? We've got the Melbourne Magpies in the next game versus the Bendigo Bombers.
Okay.
In the A-grade grand final, Sacred Heart Mission have not lost a game all year versus an A-grade finalist probably for a number of years at different times. I think the Western Port Warriors.
Excellent.
Who are coming down. Don Scott, Gary Wilson and Stan the Man Longneedies is going to address that team as a motivational thing, and that's the A-grade grand final. It's amazing those St Kilda colours. The gods are with the St Kilda colours, Brett.
Yeah, absolutely. They're having a fantastic season, and Sacred Heart, I mean, they've been around an eternity, haven't they? They've been very successful and very integral to what you do.
That's right. Actually, the league probably really did evolve from there, from kick to kick off Fitzroy Street with the Sacred Heart team, and then we had 4 teams, and now we have 13, and the team playing today is the introduction of a new team through Cambridge College, who are community development students, so that we have the 14th side next year. We are aiming to get a side out of the city of Casey, and we've got support from the council. Jeff Ablett's coming later today, and we've got 5,500 to support that team. Just on the last game is the Salvo Hawks versus the Midway Cobras, so that should be a great game as well.
Great stuff. Good to see you, Pete, and I'm sure you'll be running around everywhere all day, and hope it's a success for you.
Thanks. Thank you, Brett.
Peter Cullen joining us, the man who has been integral to the development of Reclink around about 20 years ago and still going strong. And we're underway, Pete, in the second quarter, the CIC All-Stars going forward.
And they are very much into attack. Bouncing shot towards goal. Bouncing, one behind. And that's the first score for the All-Stars. Typically, Stan the Man Longinides is giving a motivational speech. You wouldn't want to muck it up.
No.
if you were playing?
No, fair call there.
As the Storm bring it out of defence, moving slowly again towards the boundary line. Tomo picking the ball up nicely. Quick kick, and you can see the breeze taking, if you can't hear that through the our effects mics. So the ball picked up, and again, it's the Storm working into attack. Sean putting it inside 50, ball holding up in that breeze. Rainbow couldn't take the mark. Free kick. It's a free kick for a throw. And the umpire will bring it back. It will be a Storm free kick. Now, the kick will be taken about 40 out. Or 45 out as they work out their markers. Fair to say, it may as well be 60, the way this breeze is blowing. A long kick, flat. Plenty of opportunity now for players at both sides. Ball just fell towards right in forward for the Western Storm, and now the All-Stars with plenty of opportunity. Big handball into the middle of the ground. Players overrunning it. Picked up by Dale there. Huge pack of players on centre wing. Not breaking free. Eventually it does, but the umpire will come in. As you mentioned, Brett, very hard to see on that outer side, particularly with the Storm and their numbers.
No, very difficult, but this is the challenge that is here today. And take it and run. The Storm with possession on the outer side there. They're trying to break a couple of tackles, which they do nicely, but I think there's a holding decision. It's going to go back the way of the Western Storm. They've got a very stiff breeze to kick into. They've kicked the one goal in this match so far, 1-1-7. The All-Stars just the one behind. So the Storm would love to get a goal into the breeze here. As the ball slowly trickles back to the man who's going to take the kick on the outer side there, in front of the Gazman sign. Very good store, Gazman. Bought a couple of items from there in the past. Beautiful day here in Melbourne. You could not pick a better day to have a kick of the footy. As the Western Storm are going to kick it long inside their 50, but a nice mark taken there by the All-Stars. And it's Richie at half back, who kicks to Cherie once again. He's picked up another position. She's been dominating. Kicks into some open space. Berger trying to get there quickly, scoops it up nicely. Goes with a big looping handball to Joffa, who takes it, gives it over there to Lee, who's away on centre wing, kicks towards half forward. Salim's under it. Couldn't take the juggling mark, but he gets boot on ball towards centre wing. 2-on-1 situation here for the Storm. 3-on-1 if they can take possession. But Lee wraps him up nicely in the tackle, with the Storm come away with the footy. Around the body, kick towards half forward. Coming through there, looked like Chris. Couldn't take it. Cherie's in the mix again. Hands and knees. Inside 50. The Storm just need to pick up the footy here. If they can get down low. Plenty of numbers. Coming through there. Oh, nicely done. He just couldn't quite keep his feet. But he'll get a tripping offence there, and he'll go back and take the kick right on 50. If I can just spot his number here. Once he does turn around, wearing the number 19, it's Tomo. He's going to go short. Nice pass too. He's going to plough immediately. It's big Jason O, one of the Jasons, kicks it a long ball to the square. It's across the face. Unfortunately, travelled a bit too far and out of bounds on the full. So it's the Western Storm 1-1-7. The CIC All-Stars at one behind. Pete?
Ball to be brought back in. Kick picked up. Thank you, Brett. Just releasing the team sheet to Robert with the short kick. Back pocket. Now the long kick again. Holding up in that breeze. That kick is pushed about 50 metres. Plenty of distance, but there are also plenty of Storm players around the ball. They share it around. It's retreating. May not actually come off. As the All-Stars, it's another one-on-one contest. The All-Stars now with the numbers. Again, working on that outer side. Very rare that we've actually seen it come commentary side today, which has been a bit disappointing for the commentators at least. Now, no one can break free now. The Storm with an opportunity. Push inside 50. Short handball. Empty on the boundary line. Now the kick inside 50. Goes long and high. Big pack plays. Berger couldn't take it. Nicely picked up there by Robin. As players dive in over the ball, the umpire will come in and throw it up. Deep into attack for the Western Storm. we head towards half-time. The first of our grand finals here at Junction Oval.
On the Gazman scoreboard there too, Pete, the Western Force 117, the CIC All-Stars one behind, looking to get their opening goals. The ball's thrown back in, a chance for the Storm around the body. Big kick towards the goal scorer, has gone out of bounds on the full. Cherie was under it there for the CIC All-Stars. She might take the relieving kick right in the back pocket. And I tell you, they're going to run out of pens to jot down her stats today. She's having a great day, goes with a nice handball as the Storm look to clear it. Long thumping kick out to the outer side, 2-on-1 situation. Nicely done. Long kick towards half forward. The big climb over the back there from Adam. He couldn't quite take it. And it looks like the Storm might get a free kick there. No, it's going to come back. No, it's going to go the Storm's way. Some interference in the back. And I think that's Salim who's going to clear it off half back. They'd love a second goal into the breeze, but pretty tough going. Kicking to that end of the ground. He's going to come into the middle. They can really open up things if it can sit nicely. And looks like the ball might be heading back here. Might be a penalty. So the Western Storm looking to go into attack once again.
And they've done the old Grant Thomas St Kilda style. They've had a rotating captaincy throughout the season.
Yes, yeah, rotating captaincy. Who are some of those names there, Pete?
Well, they don't say, but pretty much everyone's had a crack.
Jason would have had a crack.
At least 3/5 of them anyway.
Exactly. Ball back into the middle of the ground, 50-50 contest, bursting through nicely there for the Storm. It was Jace, couldn't take it cleanly, and the CIC All-Stars back with possession as they kick it forward to the centre. It might sit up for Berger, he comes through hard! Oh, great contest there at half forward for the All-Stars. Also coming through wearing the number 20, Guernsey. Unfortunately, hasn't got a name next to him on the team sheet here. There's Lee, he's been busy in this game. At half forward, it's a tough ball to win. He's going to be diving in again if he can get low. Joffa's in there as well. Dishes out a handball. Couldn't take it cleanly, the CIC All-Stars on that occasion, and a kicking in danger defence. It'll go to the Storm here at half-back. Pete, just repeating that score there. 117, the CIC All-Stars yet to score. Love that contest down there with Berger coming through hard.
Magnificent. As the ball now pushing up to half forward, edge of the square for the Storm, but has been picked up again by the All-Stars who have plenty of numbers. Now another opportunity to go forward. There are 3 players here for the All-Stars. They can just look up the long kick inside 50, just going over the head there of Adam, who's getting a run in the forward line. Oh, bounced off the head of a Storm player. Joffa overruns the ball. Players diving on top of this. It's a hot footy at the moment. Pushing towards the boundary line. Storm managed to keep it in. It's very hard to see with this pole in the way. And a free kick.
There we go.
We'll be going to the All-Stars.
So do you want me to keep talking while you don't talk?
Just keep flying if you could, because I can't see anything. There's a ball again towards the line. Kept in, straight to the hot spot here. Plenty of Storm players around the ball, but it's been kicked out to defensive 50 and another turnover. And the All-Stars with another opportunity. The short kick, and again that's been turned over. So playing kick to kick at the moment, both sides. As again the ball goes outside 50. Cherie with an opportunity to run onto it. Oh, survives that collision. Then goes in again. The Storm players win out into the centre of the ground. A couple of All-Stars players spoil each other. The All-Stars with an opportunity now again to go into attack. Sharing it around. Heath was in there, part of that contest. The long kick up to 50. Cherie on her own, couldn't take the mark. Berger. A bit of work to do. 3-on-1 here in favour of the All-Stars. They can just pick it up. Nice work by the Western Storm. Big bump by Berger. Beautifully done. Manages to get his own footy. Just hacks it towards goal. Near the boundary line. Will it stay? And it does. Quick shot on goal. That goes out of bounds on the full. So the score's 117. The All-Stars 1 behind. Approaching half-time. Reclink Grand Final day.
It looks like Joffa might have the kick out in deep in the defensive half of the CIC All-Stars. I tell you, it's got to be willing in this second term. Some very good contests. Berger and Cherie going in hard for the All-Stars. They kick it towards half-back. Weight of numbers here for the Storm if they can clear it. Tough ball to win. A lot of players around this footy at the moment. Hands and knees trickles towards the boundary line. It might win out. A clearing kick. It's going to go out on the full though. So a relieving kick.
Would that be the Fitzroy members' pocket over there?
I used to stand in that pocket, yeah, as a young 6-year-old, following the mighty Roys when they had Bernie Quinlan and Matty Rendell and Mickey Conlon dominating down here. I think Matty Rendell and Bernie might have kicked 15 between them in a game. They played North Melbourne, won by 150 points many years ago. So Berger's got the kick, puts it right to the teeth of goal, if you don't mind. He's nabbed it. Oh, we love you, Berger. What a great goal on the boundary line. And the All-Stars get there first. We're all tied up here at the Junction Oval. 1-1-7.
No, 2-1-13. Glad you're following the scores to the All-Stars. Sorry, 1-1-7, you're right, the Western Storm. 1-1-7. Scores level.
Oh, I'll just interrupt while I'm giving the correct scores. That's okay. And there's the siren for half-time. All square. You couldn't get any tighter than that, Peter. 1-1-7 apiece. That is a great goal from Berger on the boundary line. And it's made it a very interesting contest going into the second half.
Tough breeze, which is blowing across the ground as well, made that kick even better.
Who have you liked so far? Let's run through a couple of the better contributors for both teams.
Well, for the Western Storm, Salim's been good, Tomo as well, and I'll just go with 3/5 of the Jasons so they can sort themselves out.
And no doubt for the All-Stars, Cherie. Cherie Daly has been absolutely superb, wearing number 26. Had plenty of touches of the footy, like Joffa's contribution. Berger just started to stamp his authority there in that term, running through a couple of packs. And the other one I've liked is Lee Wakefield, coming off half-back wearing number 11. He has certainly made a good contribution as well. So we're all tied up, and the players are going to go in the rooms. The Western Storm boys there and the CIC All-Stars look like they might just stay out in the Oval for a little bit. We should just quickly thank our partners, of course. The Australian Government, the Department of Health and Ageing, Go For Your Life, of course, Victoria, the place to be, the IOOF Foundation and Vic Health all supporting Reclink, the Western Force and the CIC All-Stars 1-1-7. So we might take a break in just a moment as we try and grab a little something down there. I can just smell a waft, Pete, maybe of a sausage or a hamburger or something. And I tell you what, this ground, Melbourne did train here until, about grand finals. And the mascot just coming on the ground there, little woofer. Maybe that's the Western Storm mascot. Just trying to cause a bit of havoc in the CIC All-Stars huddle.
Now, we were promised a bit of a half-time rev-up from Joffa, and he's just, the All-Stars are out in the ground. Yeah. He's just launching into an inspirational
bit of
speech, firing them up, bringing them in.
Bit of John Devine style, I think. 86, round 1 at Godinia Park. He was wearing a pink shirt that day, so I don't think anyone took him seriously. That was the problem. So it is half-time, as we said. 1-1-7 apiece on the Gazman Puma scoreboard. Down at the far end, Western Storm been very good all year, and also the CIC All-Stars.